This video has been a long time coming. It's less so an informative video and more a personal video for me. I wanted to talk about my experience with antidepressants, but particularly focusing on how I came off them and how I felt during that. So I started my medication in June 2013. I was on 10 milligrams of citalopram, which is an SSRI, and that went up to 20 milligrams I think in about August. That's the lowest dose they give out, but I was under 18 at the time and you're not supposed to take it unless you're over 18. So they wanted to start off very gently just in case. As with all medications, there were side effects, but the worst ones died down after about a month, and then there were just sort of things like being constantly tired and sort of having blurry thinking all the time. That lasted for the whole time, but the other side effects were only for the first month or so until the medication actually started to sort of kick in. After that initial maybe 4 weeks, I felt very happy and very supported, and the medication really did help. Now, coming off them, I definitely think you need to find a balance between being ready and not being on them too long, because they can be completely addictive, and there are people who are on antidepressants their whole life because they just can't come off them. I decided to slowly reduce my dosage until I was completely off them. I think I started right at the end of my exam, so it wasn't affecting my grades, and I finished college and I was feeling happy because I didn't have to go to college anymore. But what I tried to do is film every time there was something significant. So this footage you're about to see is from a year ago. Today's the first day of taking the lower dose of pills. I told my friends last night about pills and depression and everything, and they were really supportive, so that was really good. So I'm feeling good, I'm feeling ready for this. Today's the second day of the smaller dose. I'm feeling really good, it's going really well so far. I'm trying to keep myself occupied, so I've been going out. Feeling good and happy, and that's what matters in life. I'm starting to get quite panicky, and I'm feeling really tired, and it might just be a coincidence, but I'm not enjoying it, to be honest. It's not the normal kind of tired, which I always feel because of the depression. It's like fogginess in the mind. I forget that I've done something a couple of seconds ago. I'm like, oh, have I already washed my hair? Have I already like done this piece of homework? And I don't know, because I'm just going crazy in here right now. I'm not feeling that great. I've been getting quite irritable, quite grumpy. I'm feeling really tired, like just want to get into bed all the time. Not in that way, like in I'm gonna fall asleep, not as in I'm gonna... Okay, let's stop. Little things are starting to annoy me, like when people make noise. That sounds stupid, but certain noises piss me off. I'm feeling really inspired and creative and ready to do something one moment, and then the next I'm just really down. Like someone says something that's not even that bad, and like it just spirals down into this horrible like pit of darkness, and I'm not having fun. I'm just hoping that this is all going to be worth it, really. Today's the 8th day on the lower dose of pills. It's going quite well, even though I have noticed that my mood's a bit lower than normal, but in general I'm quite happy with how it's going. I just suddenly just felt really shit, and I don't know what to do. I'm out of practice, I guess. I just feel like I've gone back. I feel like I've gone back to how I was a few years ago, before everything happened. I just feel like I'm a nobody who doesn't really know what they're doing with themselves, and they're just a gross person. And if I feel gross about myself, I feel so not good enough, and I don't want to get to the stage where I think that about myself again, because like it took me a year just being on those pills, and I might have to go through the whole thing again. So I just really want this to work out okay, so I can get on with my life. I'm so exhausted, but I'm feeling a lot better than yesterday. I am so grumpy. I'm getting quite a lot of headaches. And that's all the footage I have, because after that I felt so terrible I couldn't face filming anything. I remember I felt completely isolated. I felt like I'd made everyone I know upset me and they all hated me. I felt so empty inside, and I just felt so unmotivated, and it was horrible. It was like being back to 2 years before that. And then I think it was on the 24th of July, I'm not quite sure, that things stopped being mental and started being physical. I was shaking so much all day. and I wanted to be sick, and the shaking was making that worse. And I was seeing flashing lights and I literally couldn't move because I thought, I don't know, if I moved I was going to pass out. I felt like I was having a fit. And then the next day I woke up and everything was completely fine. I felt completely normal and it was over. I went from taking 10 milligrams a day to 10 milligrams every 2 days to 10 milligrams every 3 days. But one day, I think this was late November, I forgot to take my pill. And then I decided that I was ready and I didn't need to take any more anyway. I accidentally finished my medication, but it was the best feeling I've ever experienced in my life. It was a long process, definitely, but worth every moment of it, worth all the struggle and all the tears, because it feels so good to be able to say that I don't need to rely on medication anymore. It makes me appreciate my health so much, and even just saying that makes me tear up. Even now, if I think about pills or medication, I panic inside because I'm thinking, oh my god, I haven't taken my medication today, Then I remember that I don't need to do that anymore, and it makes me feel so good. And I'm so grateful to be happy and healthy, and most importantly, just to be here. Before I start crying, I'm gonna go. Thank you very much for watching. I know this was a bit different to the rest of the videos this week, but it's all good, and I'll see you tomorrow.